Flight team stand up! Every time I come from playing basketball, I always get in the basketball mood to do some reactions in basketball. You know what I'm saying, wives? Back at it again to GOAT. We got 10 greatest signature moves in NBA history. Let's get right on to the action.
Over the course of NBA history, a lot of superstars are recognized for their signature moves.
Yep.
I would say that those signature moves are a huge reason why they were successful in their craft. How's it going, fellas? My name's Andy, and
Hi,
today
Andy.
we're going to take a look at the top 10 most iconic signature moves
Most
in NBA
iconic
history.
signature moves in
All
NBA
right,
history.
Let's get started. Number 10, Rondo's
Oh,
behind-the-back fake
yeah.
pass.
I have that in my arsenal.
Now, I'm sure the behind-the-back
Yes,
fake pass
yes.
was done before, but
You know, Rondo, other than him having that 99 overall signature move, his true overall in his career is like a 70 and less. He's not exciting to watch. He's definitely that type of player that's about everything and sticking up for teammates and all that stuff. But as it comes with skill, he's not that good offensively. He's not exciting to watch. He can defend kind of, but the fake pass, true hoopers have the Rondo fake pass signature. I myself equipped this animation in like 2008, 2009 when I seen Rondo play for the first time. The fake pass is definitely his, that he invented. And it's very dope, man. I like it. It's unique.
Rondo was the guy who really popularized it and made it his own. Throughout his career, he was always known for playing mind games with his opponents, and this move is basically the essence of who Rondo is as a player. He's able to pull it off really well because of his combination of large hands and a long wingspan. So he makes it more convincing when he stretches all the way behind his back, and because he's such a great passer, opponents gotta respect the pass, even if they know Rondo will do the fake. Other players recently, like Ben Simmons, have also adopted Rondo's signature pass fake.
You copied his
If
own
done
move, of
correctly,
course.
it's very
That's why he's a
effective.
basic player in the NBA.
Number 9,
That was the ugliest Rondo
Euro
fake, too.
step.
That you seen that shit that Ben Simmons trying to do, yo?
There's been a lot
The hell was
of European
that?
players who played in the NBA before Ginobili arrived. I'd say that Ginobili definitely made the Euro step into what it is today.
What?
A ton of players have incorporated the Euro
You
step
said
into-
Ginobili invented the Euro step? No, man. Now, I really came on this video just on some positive vibes and just to chill and watch something, bro. But this guy's pissing me off. Right? Ginobili? Have you ever heard of Dwayne Wade? Derrick Rose? Ginobili? Iverson probably did a Euro step before him. MJ probably did the Euro. Ginobili? No. He didn't invent nothing, bro.
arrived, I'd say that Ginobili definitely made the Euro step into what it is today. A ton of players have incorporated the Euro step into their games, and sometimes it's incredible.
You're showing today's players, though.
Giannis does it. All the credit
You're
to
showing
Giannis
today's
for
players.
popularizing the
Dwayne
Euro step in
Wade
the NBA.
popularized the Euro step, bro. What is this guy talking about?
Flashy play style, and the Euro step was flashy and exciting to watch, but above all else, it's really effective. When you don't want to run into a defender and get an offensive foul, you can whip out the Euro step and go around them. It's also good when the defender jumps up for the block, but the offensive player never goes up, and instead just goes around for the layup. It's amazing how many players use it today, but nobody did it better or made it look as cool as Manu Ginobili. Number 8, Magic Johnson's no-look pass. In the 1980s, the Showtime Lakers played the most entertaining style of basketball the NBA has ever seen. None of that would have been possible.
That wasn't that good of a
without
pass
Magic
that he just
Johnson,
did, though.
and
It wasn't
more
all that.
specifically, his incredible
I can do that
passes.
pass too, not trying to be
His
cocky.
trademark was the no-look pass, which he used in a variety of different ways. The creativity of Magic was second to none.
That was
He
a basic
arguably the
pass,
most
though. That
creative
wasn't. He's
passer
showing the
ever
wrong
before
highlights,
Pete
bro.
Maravich.
I can do those passes.
Everything he did was not only great to watch, but it confused even the best defenses, and sometimes it would even surprise his own teammates. His passing tricked everybody, and it just showed that Magic's court vision was far ahead of anyone else at the time. He was always 2 steps ahead of everyone else, and before defenders could react, the Lakers already scored. I also think that Magic's height played a role in allowing him to make passes like that. Being a legit 6'9" point guard was unheard of, and he can basically see over the defense.
That was
and
nice.
find
That
the
pass
best
is
spots to
nice.
pass the ball. Regardless,
The other
Magic
passes
is
were
the
kind of
greatest
overrated,
point guard
though.
of all time, and it's unlikely anyone would ever surpass him for that title.
Bro, like that's a basic pass. Anybody can do that. But
Steph
yes,
Curry's
Curry.
long threes.
Yes, Curry's long
I had to
threes.
include Curry on
Absolutely,
this
bro.
because he was
He
the guy
invented
who
the long
drastically
threes.
changed the NBA
Many
in
NBA
recent
players were
years.
scared to take long-range
This
threes, bro.
three-point era where teams are shooting like 35 or 40% of their field
Man,
goals
bro,
from
it's just
beyond
such
the arc is largely
legendary,
because of the
bro.
influence of Curry and the Golden State
This dude is the
Warriors.
only one that can shoot from half court, bro. He's been
Curry
doing that
shoots
since
threes
Davidson,
from, like,
bro.
25 or even
He's literally
30
a
feet away
fucking
from the
walking
basket,
legend,
which
bro.
is
It's just so
insane.
inspirational,
He
bro.
does it on a consistent basis and actually makes them. In his
Shit is just so dope, and it's just gifted talent, bro.
Career, he shot 67%
No NBA player will be able to
beyond
copy
28
what he
feet.
does, bro.
That's freaking
No player will
insane.
ever do what he does. You remember when those other players were trying to copy him? Like, what's his name? That was a huge bust. Jimmer Fredette. You know what I'm saying? He tried to copy this nigga Curry. Bust. You know what I'm saying? Curry's the only legend that does this, bro.
Usually defenders don't contest shots that
Damn.
are, you know,
shit.
so Curry was probably one
Yeah!
of them.
Yo, that was my
Also
favorite thing.
started to shoot more long threes because apparently it's not a bad shot anymore. Damian Lillard has been doing this for a while too.
Nah,
Same
but
with
Damian
Ryan
Lillard, all
Anderson.
respect, he stole that from
Being
Curry.
able to shoot from that
And you guys
distance
know
puts a
Damian
ton
Lillard
of
is one of my
pressure on
favorite
the
players,
defense,
bro.
and
He
it's
stole that
also
from
why
Curry,
the
bro.
high
He'll
pick and
probably
roll
admit it
is the
himself.
Warriors' most effective play, which they run a lot.
And Damian Lillard is like from the Bay too, so of course he's gonna copy his move. You know, he's gonna notice that. Like, I would do the same thing too.
Number 6, Tim Duncan's bank shots. Duncan's bank
Yeah,
shot
Duncan
is
invented
one of
the bank
reasons
shots
why
for
he
sure,
got the
bro.
nickname the Big Fundamental. He was so fundamentally sound on both ends of the floor. Offensively, he wasn't flashy at all, but he mastered the basics, which was the foundation for his success. Unfortunately, the bank shot is rarely used today. It's used in less than 8% of a team's total field goal attempts.
Yeah, Tim Duncan was the only one who did that, yo.
Era, to be honest, and it's more
That's
of a
where I
mistake
low-key have
for
my
certain
game
players.
combination from Iverson, Curry,
For
and Tim Duncan,
he
because I
usually
make a lot of
posted
bank
up at
shots
the
if you
left or
notice.
right elbow, so he preferred banking it in instead of going up for a regular jump shot. Obviously, it worked out for him. 5 championships, 3 finals MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs, they speak for themselves. Whenever anybody thinks about Duncan, his bank shot is typically the first thing that comes to mind. Back in his playing days, everyone in the league knew that he was the best at making them and nobody else came close. Number 5, LeBron's chase down block.
LeBron invented.
LeBron
So you're basically saying LeBron invented blocking, right? Yo, I'm not trying to sound like a LeBron hater at all, but this is basically what this dude is saying, bro. Like, hop off LeBron's nuts, bro. He did not invent chase down blocks. Like, that's 2 errors you made in this video, bro. Bro, blocking has been in the game since freaking 1900s, bro. There's been plenty of NBA players that was doing chase down blocks. Like, you can't say that's just a block is a block. I don't even think there's a room to even argue with this shit, bro. All LeBron stains are coming.
Most recognizable move. In Game 7 of the 2016 Finals, that was.
Why do you always
replay
the finals of the Warriors in this one, yo?
What makes this move so scary is that every time an opposing player gets a steal, they have to be wary of LeBron. If they don't, it's going to be an easy block for him because he's so good at timing his jump. It's basically common knowledge. You got to go up strong to not get blocked by LeBron. Other players have done the chase down before, like Tayshaun Prince, for example, who probably has the most famous one.
Exactly! So why are you saying, you just said that this player did it first! Bro, this generation meat rides every damn NBA player, bro! You literally just proved the fact!
Other players have done the chase down before, like...
Boom! Why did you not mention Tayshaun Prince inventing the block, bro? Shout out to Tayshaun Prince in the old Detroit days, my nigga, but damn, bro! You just proved the fun fact that Tayshaun Prince, and you showed even a highlight. But then you went ahead and said LeBron invented a chase down block, man. He got this from Tayshaun Prince.
Tayshaun Prince, for example, who probably has the most famous one. But
She's
none
giving
of
me a
them do it
headache.
as consistently as LeBron. He's a 6'8", 250, 260-pound guy who runs as fast as any guard in the league, and even at an older
That's
age,
really
he
a
can
gold
still
in that
jump
last
as high as
highlight,
ever.
too.
And it's honestly incredible how well he's aged. I remember back in the day, people tried to argue that LeBron's game will age very poorly because he relies on athleticism, and it made sense at the time. But what nobody realized is that how well LeBron takes care of his body, and he got a lot smarter too. Number 4,
Finally, you put Iverson
Allen
here.
Crossover.
That's
I'd
right.
argue that he was the most influential player since 2000.
Yes, sir.
So many young players looked up to him because he played the game in his own way with his own unique style. During a time when guards his size were expected to be, actual point guards, Iverson changed that expectation. Instead, he focused on scoring and became a scoring machine. In my opinion, his two most famous highlights were when he crossed up Michael Jordan as a rookie and when he crossed up Tyronn Lue and stepped over him.
He stepped over a whole NBA player. That was just savage, yo.
Crossover is his signature move and inspired
bro, and he's wearing fake Concord. You see that Tyronn Lue dude?
When playing pickup. Although there's been some controversy about it recently, Tim Hardaway believed that AI carried the ball every time he did a crossover.
Shut the fuck up, Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway, shut your hating ass up. Tim Hardaway lasted 6 years in the NBA, bro. That's, man, I can't believe he even said that.
Crossover, but the refs don't call it.
Shut up. He ain't carrying nothing, bro.
Regardless, the crossover in general made the game a lot more fun to watch. It's a huge part of basketball culture. And Iverson was the guy who paved the way for the new generation of combo guards. Number 3, the fadeaway. So I want to talk about a couple different iconic fadeaways. First, we have Dirk's one-legged fadeaway, his signature go-to move that is pretty much unguardable. And other players started to copy it too because of how good it is. It worked amazingly for Dirk because he was so tall. When you're a 7-footer doing a fadeaway and sticking out a leg to create space, there's nothing anybody could do. He's going to get a high percentage shots every time because it's like the defender isn't even there. The other fadeaway is the MJ or Kobe style fadeaways, where they create space by making a quick move or turning their shoulder after a post-up. Now, what separates MJ and Kobe's fadeaways from the average player's fadeaway is that they primarily rely on
crazy. He just literally copied MJ's move, bro. Seen it in bold print.
6'6" with average wingspan, so they can't just shoot over everybody.
Kobe was so inspired by Michael Jordan, bro.
They also have the most
like, be yourself, bro.
Pleasing fadeaways to watch because it's just a cool move. A mid-range fadeaway is a high-risk, low-reward shot because it's kinda inefficient, but when it goes in, it looks amazing. Kobe, especially, made a career out of taking difficult shots, and the fadeaway is no exception. It's really hard to pull off, and most coaches nowadays don't even want their players to take a shot like that. But for those three guys, it was their bread and butter. Number 2, Hakeem Olajuwon's Dream Shake. The good old Dream Shake, the move that defined Hakeem Olajuwon's career. In his most famous highlights, the one against David Robinson, Hakeem put him in a spin cycle. This was in the 1995 Western Conference Finals.
How do you even fall for that move in your 7'5"? David Robinson?
Up 35 points, 13 rebounds.
Like, if I'm that tall, I'm never jumping, period, bro. Like, I'm just gonna block the ball.
It was without question the best series of his career, and he put on a full display of his Dream Shake. Hakeem is arguably the greatest post-up player in history. He was so versatile and quick. He was unguardable in the paint because he had so many moves, and if one move didn't work, he just used the next one. Hakeem has said that the inspiration for his Dream Shake was based off of his days playing soccer. He realized that soccer players had great footwork, so he incorporated it into basketball. The Dream Shake was all about footwork and instinct. A lot of superstars over the years have went to Hakeem to get some training to improve their footwork.
LeBron with the training, you see that pass slip? We don't act like we let that slide!
Never see another Hakeem Olajuwon. Number 1, Kareem's Sky Hook. The most iconic move ever. The move that defined the career of the player who scored the most points in
I was about to say, I'm like...
The move that looks
Kareem did invent the hook shot. But low-key,
nobody has been able
I feel like I made it my own thing, the hook shot, though.
Well, firstly, Kareem was massive. He was listed at 7'2", but it's been speculated that that was without shoes on, so he'd probably be listed at 7'3", or heck, maybe even 7'4" if he played today. Secondly, Kareem's Sky Hook was a lot different from the normal hook shots. When most players do a hook, the power comes from their arms. But with Kareem's Sky Hook, he used mainly his wrist. This allowed him to get a lot more control when he shoots, cause it's almost like a regular jump shot. Additionally, Kareem barely moved when he did the Sky Hook. He lifted up his leg and jumped a little bit, but the main idea was to focus on controlling the wrist movement to accurately hit the shots. In recent times, players try to replicate the Sky Hook, but they usually end up doing this weird running hook floater thing. It looks cool, but it's inconsistent. Playing in the post in general is a lost art, as most teams are moving away from it because very few players are good enough to score efficiently from there. I doubt we'll ever see anybody else master the Sky Hook, the most unguardable shot in NBA history. And that's all, folks. Those were, in my opinion, the top 10 greatest, most iconic signature moves ever.
Yeah, there was a lot of flaws in this list.
George Gervin's finger roll, Tim Hardaway's crossover, James Harden's
Tim Hardaway doesn't have a crossover.
Honorable mention to Pistol Pete's elbow pass, and
After
Jason
hating on
Williams' elbow
freaking
pass as well.
Iverson.
And Kevin Garnett blocking shots after the whistle. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that.
All right, so a lot of errors in this top 10 greatest signature moves in NBA history, but it's all good, though. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below what was the best and favorite one. Obviously, it has to be Iverson and then Curry. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what brings out the basketball in people today.